was challenged to make 3 DIYs from 3 given items. So let's see if you can guess which one I suggested. Hi family, my name is Cindy, aka Z9designs. So sit back, lay down, stand up, whatever it is you want to do, and watch the show begin.
DIY number 1, belt. Supplies needed include a belt, a punch, leather string, and a crop-a-dile. Now this is a simple and easy DIY, and I know everyone likes simple DIYs because it does not take a long time. My thought was to make napkin rings out of a belt, but I have another surprise that is on my head. I used some scissors to cut about 4 strips that were approximately 5.5 inches in length. And one section had the buckle on it. I took my crop-a-dile punch and punched 2 holes in the bottom part and 2 holes in the top part. Then I took the leather string and threaded it through the 2 openings at the bottom and then the top. Next, the strings were pulled tight and a tight knot was made on the top. Then the bow and another knot. The napkin ring with the buckle was the easiest. I just took my crop-a-dile punch and made 1 opening so that I could put the punch into the hole. Now the punch is the name of the part that you put in the opening. Lastly, you buckle it and the rest is history. You can put a napkin through it, you can put a tea light inside, or a succulent in the opening, and you will have a great idea for your Father's Day tablescape. Just Our Imagination is an open invite that is hosted by Kathy Jo DIYs and Rustic and Lace DIY. The guest host is me, Z9designs, and what an honor. The hosts are super crafters and will wow you with their creativity and humor. And of course, little Oliver. I am honored to be the guest host among these awesome women. So make sure you subscribe, like, save, and comment. The link to our channels is in the description box below. There are other crafters that have made some unique and interesting DIYs also. So be sure to subscribe, like, save, and comment on their channels too. The link to the playlist is in the description box below. DIY number 2, paper towels. The supplies needed include paper towels, white glue, a floral mold, yellow and green acrylic paint, acrylic book base, B cardstock paper that's reversible, washi tape, Mod Podge, hot glue, and a little glitter. Now this is one of my favorite DIYs. It requires a lot of supplies, but it's pretty easy. I took some paper towels and soaked them in white glue. put them into a floral mold. Now, it was a really hot day outside, so I thought, you know what, I can speed up the drying process. So I put the mold on the patio table to help them dry faster. And in about 1 to 2 hours, I went outside to check on my creation. And to my dismay, the mold was there, but the paper towels were gone. They were nowhere to be found. And so my neighbor thought I was crazy. I was looking up and down the driveway for my creations. I could not find it. We actually found it later in pieces. So we just picked up the paper and called it a day. So since I could not find it, I repeated the process, but I kept them inside and I let them dry overnight. In the morning, I had 3 flowers, 3 buds, and 1 leaf. They were beautiful, but I was not finished with them yet. I had to cut away the excess paper and then painted the flowers yellow. And then I put a little Mod Podge in the middle and added some glitter. So pretty. The leaves were painted green and set aside. Now I had an acrylic book vase that I had from quite some time, and I cleaned it up, and then I cut some cardstock paper with bees to size, and on the other side was like the honeycomb. So if you look inside, you can see the other pattern. I applied some Mod Podge and formed the paper to fit the vase. Because there was some extra space on either side of the book vase, I took some washi tape and covered the edges. Now the washi tape had similar colors that were in the 2-sided paper and the paper with the bees on it. I put that on the side since there wasn't enough paper to cover it all the way to the end. Now it was time to put the icing on the cake. So I hot glued the flowers on one side of the vase and added the buds and the leaves. On the other side, I had some cardstock from a long time ago. I think I had gotten it from a store that is no longer in business. But in this book, it had little sayings, and I added the name to the book that said, "Don't forget to be awesome." And this was cut to size with a paper cutter, and I just added that to the other side of the vase. So basically it's 2-sided. One side is the flower and the other side has the saying. I added some daffodils into the vase and styled it. It looks awesome. What a book vase. DIY number 3, butterfly art. The supplies needed include a Swiffer, white glue, orange acrylic paint, black Sharpie or any other type of black pen, except for ballpoint, and a butterfly template. I had a butterfly template and I thought I would make a monarch butterfly out of this Swiffer. Actually, it took 2 different Swiffers to make this butterfly. I used the butterfly template and I cut out 2 wings of the butterfly. Then I use some orange paint and I mix it with water in just a paper plate. And I dip the 2 wings inside the orange colored water to give them that orange color of a monarch butterfly. The wings were removed from the mixture and I set it out to dry overnight. The next morning I took a black pen and I traced the black part all around the sides and down the middle, and little loops on around, as you can see. I took a black pen. I think I used a couple of different kinds, Sharpie and another type of black pen, and I just traced around the black part. And lastly, I took some white paint and dipped it into the end of a very small brush and just dipped it into the white paint and made the dots on the sides of the wings. And I think it looks pretty good. Then the butterfly needs the middle part, the body, and some antenna. And so this is where I used a fluffy Swiffer and made the antenna. I took 3 to 4 of the little fluffies and I glued them together, rolled and clamped them on a tiny paintbrush end until they were dry. Then I took them off, and where I had made the body, I folded a piece of the Swiffer like 4 to 5 times. And then I used the white glue to keep it together until it was dry. Then I cut the body of the butterfly, and then I stuck the 2 antennas at the head and let it dry. And I had a nice little clamp from Dollar Tree to hold them down. Lastly, I put the body between the 2 wings and placed it on a hard canvas. And what a beauty. Wow. When I looked at this, I like it so much. I think I'm going to do a very large butterfly on 2 canvases and hang them in my little art room. So I think this is really pretty. So you have to let me know what you think about it. Now, if you've liked what you've seen, be sure to subscribe, like, save, and comment. Crafting is challenging, but it can also be very rewarding. In fact, like I had said before, an art activity a month increased life expectancy for 10 years. Well, that's incredible. Of course, you must exercise and eat healthy too. I always enjoy encouraging comments, and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Facebook. Thanks for watching each and every week. I appreciate all of your comments. Remember, peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. And this is by Albert Einstein. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.